What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin. We're also going to get in some altcoins as well. What I want to do is look at these on the weekly time frame. Having a beautiful blue sky breakout for Bitcoin right now. You can see over our previous all-time high at around $74,000. We have good volume behind this, guys, and this is what we're looking for here. This is what we've been waiting for. So now just continue to let, in my opinion, not financial advice, let the trend continue to work for you. Let the market work for you. And what I'm going to look for is Bitcoin to continue to make its move, just due to the fact that we were coiled up for 7 months or so. Bitcoin was due to make a run like this. Now, I'm not saying we're not going to have retracements, but I do see us going up there trying to touch that $100,000 mark fairly soon, and then we're going to see what happens from there before we potentially get some rotation even more into Ethereum and then some of these altcoins as well, which are starting to pick up right now. So this is really nice to see here, guys, for Bitcoin. And what I wanted to do next was take a look at our MACD. We have a bullish MACD cross, which we've been talking about for a while, so that's looking good, and it came above the zero line, and I like to see that as opposed to below that zero line. It gives it more validity. Next, squeeze momentum, still looking good in the green here, and our money flow up above that zero line. We're at 0.25, so looking really nice on the money flow. So far, everything's looking good for Bitcoin. This is exactly what we're looking for. So that's going to be Bitcoin. Next one, we're going to get into Ethereum. We're just going to work our way down. And let me know in the comment section what altcoins, now that things are starting to move a little bit more, that you would like to cover. So for Ethereum, last week we had a beautiful bullish engulfing candle. Came off the 200-week moving average as well, simple moving average, and now we're starting to get that run, guys. The volume's starting to come in here. Trading volume has been $53 billion over the last 24 hours, so doing really nice here for Ethereum. What we need to do next is try to get through about $3,500 to $3,600, and then it would be up here at our previous local high of that $4,200 or so. And that's also, you could put a trend line right here as well, so a downtrend line that we would need to break out through. And, there's been so much downward pressure. I don't know how this is going to react here, guys. We could pull back all the way, to 2,800, retest that, and then take off. Or since we've had just this nasty, gnarly correction for so long, we could just go, essentially. So we're going to keep an eye on all this. But so far, this is what we want to see here. Things are really looking good heading into the end of the year here. So for Ethereum, MACD, we have got that cross. It did not come above the zero line, but we did get the cross. We have not turned green on our lazy bear squeeze momentum yet. And for our money flow, we are at 0.11 or 11, 0.11. So we are up above that zero line. Everything looking good so far. We're at $3,379. Next one I wanted to take a look at was Dogecoin. Dogecoin making a beautiful move, coming up to this next major resistance level, and this can be at about 35 cents. So we're going to have to see how we react to 35 cents. But the trading volume on Doge has just been incredible. In the last 24 hours, $18.49 billion. So real money has been coming in here, and it's given people opportunities to trade, which is really nice as well. Up above all of our main moving averages, we broke our 22 cents here, and it came with conviction, and now we're just watching this follow through, and we're going to have to see how far it goes, if it's just going to keep going straight like it did before, or if we are going to get some type of retracement or cooling down period. But so far, guys, this is looking good. Just keep holding those positions. Not financial advice. Let the market work for you. That's my opinion. We've had our MACD cross, came up above the zero line. Lazy bear squeeze momentum, we have triggered there to the green, and our money flows at 0.35, looking great above that zero line there. So everything looking good for Dogecoin. If we turn on our smart money concepts, I don't even see any red order blocks right now coming up. So really nice for Doge. Next one we're going to get into is Link. Link's sitting at almost $15, and I also apologize, guys. I'm dealing with a terrible ear infection right now, just not feeling the best. So if I sound a little crazy, just bear with me, but I want to get this out for you. So looking at Link here, we need to get up above our 200-week simple moving average, and that's going to be in white, and that's at about $15 here, guys. So as we're testing it now, need to break up through that. We did have a nice bullish engulfing candle that did come in for our weekly close on Sunday. So that's what we want to see. Came on heavier volume. Everything's looking good. Our lazy bear squeeze here, we're starting to fire to the green side. Our money flows at 0.10, so that's up above. And then we also got our MACD cross, but it's not above that zero line, coming below it. But still, everything's looking good. If we can get through that 200-week simple moving average, we're going to look up to about $20, then be up to around $23. But as you can see here, this would just be the start, excuse me guys, for many of these coins. Look how far we still are off our previous all-time highs, and this is in many coins. Not picking on Link here, so 71% still down. So let's see if we can get some things picking up as we get rotation throughout the market. Remember, Bitcoin, Ethereum, large caps just works its way down. So that's going to be Link. Want to take a look at Litecoin next. Some promising things also taking place for Litecoin behind the scenes, also with the ETF news. When I'm taking a look at Litecoin, one thing I have noticed here is this money flow has been to the positive since January, and that's a lot of altcoins have not done that, and I feel like there's some type of accumulation that's taking place down here. We're starting to trigger green and firing on this lazy bear, and our MACD we have gotten across to the positive side. But essentially since back in January, we've been trading up above the zero line for our money flow. So I do feel like someone is accumulating down in this area here, and if we can, we could get a really nice move fast because we don't have a big supply for Litecoin. Just like back in here, things happen really fast when they do take off for Litecoin. And if we do, that would bring us up to about $106, which could potentially be a large resistance area for us there. But if we can get up above that, it would be 115. Then we look up to about that 130. In terms of support, we'd like to hold about $65, $66 as of now. So that's going to be Litecoin. Next, we want to take a look at Solana. So for Sol, we're at $222. We're breaking the local high we had of about $209. This is what we want to see. Really nice bullish engulfing candle. Came on some heavier volume up above all of our moving average that we pay attention to. And now if we can have a weekly close up above, we'll call it 212, we'll look to see if we can test the previous all-time high of about $261. If we can get over top of that, same thing like with Bitcoin, it would be those blue sky breakouts. No overhead resistance, no bag holders. That's when price can really run whenever it wants to. Nice trading volume here, about $10 billion of trading volume. Changing money flow, we're to the positive 0.21. We have that green for our lazy bear, and then our MACD. We've also had a positive cross. It's looking great there. Take a look at SUI, blue sky breakouts. From what I can see here, guys, unless they're a different chart, no overhead resistance, everything's looking great. Next area I'd look up to for potential overhead resistance, just round numbers, things looking at $3.50 and around that $4. Money flow's looking good, everything's looking good there. No problem. Really nice move. Then I wanted to get into AVAX. AVAX had a nice break from this triangle here, had a nice bullish engulfing candle. Now we're going up trying to test this resistance area of about $40. If we can get over top of that, it's up to 50, and then we called around 65 at that local top. Before, we have had our MACD cross. We're triggering on our lazy bear, and our Chankin money flow is 0.14. So looking good on the money flow. Guys, that's about what I can get into right now. I'd like to do more, but voice just isn't there for me right now. So God bless each and every one of you. My opinion, this is the time just to sit back, let the market work for you, and we'll see what can happen. God bless. Take care, my friends.